Hi everyone, this is David with eCells e-bikes. 3 years ago, I started a frame project. We introduced it as the King's Crown earlier this year. A 2,000 watt bike is fabulous. Just can climb anything, doesn't overheat. And with the popularity of our 5-star, we decided to go ahead and put that frame on with the 5-star equipment. And this is a really exciting time for me because this is really the forward look of eCells for 2025. We have some other surprises for you, but right now let's just talk about the KINGSTAR. Gator, if you want to go ahead and unbox this thing.
The tools needed for today's assembly will be a number 6, a number 5, and a number 4 Allen. For combination box wrenches, I use a 15 and a 10 millimeter, and we'll need our standard snips to cut all the strapping and everything off the bike. Very simple assembly. And here we go. The unveiling of the KINGSTAR.
Guys, I want to jump in here real quick. If you notice, our KINGSTAR now comes with an elevated rack to allow a second battery to be inserted. With this plan, this allows you, the consumer, to eventually go to a dual battery system. We ship you the battery, the receiver, and the cord that plugs right here, plugs right in. Simple procedure to make this a dual battery bike. Also want to mention that in that 3-year development of this frame, we had it tested and certified of having over 700,000 tests done to the frame. This frame is solid. We have a special aluminum plate with my logo on it that actually has aluminum plates that extend under and surround the controller. With our King's Crown, we've had no problem overheating with 2 controllers in it. With this one, we just have 1 controller, and this shows you that this system's in place.
Well, here we are. We've got our KINGSTAR unwrapped. Beautiful looking machine, that's for sure. If you've ever watched one of my assembly videos before, you're going to know the next stage. Let's get these tires aired up. To do that, we're going to use our eCells micro air pump. I have it hooked onto the tire valve. I have it set for 20 psi. We're going to push the button, set it, forget it, and when she's done airing up, it'll shut itself off. Okay, the accessories in your accessory box will be your charger, headlight, extra wrench, pedals are marked right and left, and your other axle bolt. Your actual toolkit is attached to the frame of the bike, the standard toolkit, and the wrenches for the toolkit. Okay, we have our front and our rear tire both aired up to 20 psi. The next phase of this assembly will be the installation of the handlebars, and we will need a number 4 Allen for that. We'll now take our handlebars, spin them into the riding position, and start tightening them down. Now that we're just snug, we'll go ahead, set the handlebars into our riding position. And now we'll Lock all the bolts down. Rotate the display into proper riding position. Make sure the brake levers are where we want them in case we need to rotate. This is a very comfortable setting. So we're going to call this good, and next we will install the front wheel. This is a very simple wheel assembly to put in, and we're going to do the rear wheel brake stand trick to insert that. And to help me with that trick is my helper Brian. All he's going to do is grab the rear brake so that he can wheelie the bike. It'll be facing me and I'll be able to simply insert the front tire. If you have a helper, this is a very, very simple way to install a front wheel assembly. As you see, my helper has the bike stood up for me. I will remove the front brake disc protector. I am going to loosen the side washers here so that we have plenty of room to get them in. We align the rotor into the brake hole. We're going to put that clip right in between, and that'll help prevent that axle from spinning. Same thing on the other side. With a number 15, we're just going to tighten those axle bolts down. With both of our axle bolts snug down and the bike upright, we'll give the front tire a quick spin. Very minute rub, just a simple little brake adjustment. We'll loosen the bolt, adjust it over so that it's not rubbing anymore. And this is fully explained in our brake videos that we have, so if you need reference, feel free to go to that. Now we're going to install the pedals. They are keyed right and left. Right is going to be the chain side. Once I get the pedals started, I come through with my Allen on this particular model of pedal, and I go ahead and finish tightening it down from the back side, and then I never have to worry about scratching my crank arm. Not all pedals give you this ability, but when you do have it, take advantage of it. With both of our pedals on, we will now install the fender. When you're installing a fender or a fender bolt, always face the excess thread pointing out. If the excess thread points in, and for any reason there was any type of fork failure or a very big impact where this fork bottomed out, this bolt's going to come up and put a big scratch and a dent in here. So if you have the excess of the bolt facing forward, that can't happen. What I did do was I put the headlight bracket between the fender and the front fork mount, and what this will do is when we tighten it down, you'll have a lot less fender movement and you'll be able to get it much tighter. As we get close to tight, make sure everything is aligned properly and crank it down. It is going to rotate some, but you can rotate it back. Our fender's aligned, tightened down, secured. Now we'll plug the headlight in. The headlight is keyed. You must make sure the arrows are aligned or you'll bend your pins and this headlight will be no good. Our headlight is now connected, and on to the next. Okay, we now have the fender and the headlight put on. Next we're going to insert the battery. With these front mount batteries, the battery will not go in if it is not unlocked. The key will not come out if it's in the unlocked position. With the key in the unlocked position, take our battery, prong side down, insert into the frame of the bike, push forward, lock the battery in place, the battery is in. As always, you have two front keys, separate them, otherwise lose one, lose them all. Keep your backup set at home. You can charge the front battery alone via this access port and the dual battery port on the other side, the integrated charge port. If you do the upgrade with the rear battery, that charge port will charge both batteries at the same time. For the 750C display and function buttons, power, M is going to be like an enter button, plus, minus. Turn the bike on, we just hold the power button down for a few seconds. As we see, the display is booting up. If we want to turn the headlight on, hold the plus button down for 3 seconds, and the headlight is on. Turn the headlight off, hold the plus button down for 2-3 seconds, the headlight is off. This bike also has a walk assist feature. Hold down the minus button for 2-3 seconds, the rear motor activates. Let go of the button, deactivates. To turn the bike off, it would just be hold the power button down for a few seconds, and we power down. To remove the battery, unlock the bike. Right here we have a twist lock. Twist, the battery will drop out. This plug-in port here is this. So if you have the battery off the bike, you just plug your charger into here to charge the bike. My recommendation when working on these bikes, any type of lifting or any of that, this is 14 pounds. Pull the batteries, make your life easy. There we go. We have a fully assembled KINGSTAR. Couple things to note on it. We have an internal controller on this model. As Mr. Cleveland pointed out, you've already been set up. All you need to do is an upgrade accessory kit and very simply becomes a dual battery bike. We also have our patented no drop dropout on here. I've actually ridden the bike without the axle nuts on at 30 miles an hour and I'm still here. They work. It's the best system there is. Chain protector. 2034 piston front and rear. And that sleek King's Crown design. I look forward to many years on this bike, and I know you will too. This is Gator from eSells eBikes. I hope this video was helpful, and as always, you keep the questions coming, we'll bring the answers. And never forget to wear your helmet.